You guessed it right, it is time for an exclusive review for Aboutslots.com. And this time around we are working with Red Tiger on their upcoming game Aztec Spins, released 28th of May. And this time around we are looking at a very interesting slot with a high variance, or volatility I should say, and very many integrated features, especially in the base game, which really adds up to a very entertaining game to play. So without further ado, we are gonna go into this Aztec Spins game, and we see here we have the very standard layout for Red Tiger with the rows and reels and whatnot, and also like the lines are similar as well, but this time around Red Tiger has decided to add a massive wheel behind the actual slot, the one you see up here. And this one is triggered when you land a 2x2 of the Aztec, the golden Aztec symbol, which will then reveal what prize you'll get. Of course, we will get into this in this video, so don't be scared, or don't be nervous rather. And as per usual, let's go ahead and check out the pay table very quick, and there we see the Aztec wheel as I spoke about, and it awards all features randomly, one of the features, not all at the same time. That would be pretty decent, and you'll probably see why. We're talking about locked symbols with the respin feature, and also we're talking about stacking multiplier, which is 10x, and it applies to your next win. We're talking about free spins as we know them, and in the free spins this wheel of fortune, the Aztec wheel, appears way more frequent than in the base game. And as per usual, we will take a look at the paying symbols. We have 5 high paying symbols, having the golden temple as the best, and below that we have some kind of a blue voodoo kind of mask. It is not too big of a difference in terms of payout for these two, the two highest paying premiums. And of course we have from 10 to ace, the lowing paying, all the symbols we see all the time and we hate on every slot when we connect with them, but of course they're kind of mandatory, so here we go with them. And it's a 30 line paying game, and here you can see all of them. I'm not going to go into that because I'll get confused and say something. So now that we know this, we are of course playing in demo version as per usual. I'm betting 1 fake euro, and my balance is hidden up here behind this little thing. This is not a bug on my screen, and I'll show you later why. But let's go ahead and just take a few free spins, whatever, base game. Your last game is still being processed. Please try again later. And due to some technical difficulties, as you just saw, we are back in action with a working game, which is appreciated. And we now have the possibility to put on some auto spins in the base game to showcase to you guys. And as I mentioned when looking at the pay table, we are looking for the 2x2 symbol of the Aztec spins, the golden symbol in the middle, in order to trigger either a feature or a potential bonus round. We can go ahead and put on some turbo spins here to see if we can force it quicker. And as you can just see here, the game is paying from both sides in terms of lines, so it's not just from left to right but also from right to left. That is worth noticing. And we just got a tease there. We saw the 2 middle reels were firing up for adventure or something. And as for most other Red Tiger games, I mean well, pardon me, it's not relevant right now because we are getting a okay, so we managed to land a 10x multiplier on your next win. So this basically means I'll turn off the quick spins here, or turbo spins rather. So now we are basically having this multiplier for the entirety of how many spins we need to do to get it, and of course we connect with 10s, so 12 times the bet size there. So now that have a quick look at the base game and looking for the golden temples as highest paying symbol, and also looking for the thing in the middle, the Aztec spins, the client zone of Red Tiger is very generous to people like me doing video records. So when I said before that this is not a graphical bug, over the balance. This basically means that I'm able to force certain scenarios in this game, in demo version of course. So instead of spinning too much trying to get the bonus, I can press this button here saying free spins, and when you say free spins you may get rewarded. Let's have a look here. We see we're spinning the wheel for all the random possibilities, and we land a free spin. Free spins. Now, pardon me for being a fake reaction there. So when you trigger the free spins, you will get 12 free spins. Should you manage to re-trigger in the bonus with the wheel landing on free spins, potentially right here, you will be awarded with 6 additional free spins. And this is by no means intended, honestly. I was just talking randomly about addiction apparently. But now we get to see the 6 additional free spins. So now we have a whooping 17. Much appreciated. And of course we are looking to connect with the Aztec wheel on every spin basically, if we get lucky enough. And of course the re-trigger is nice and all, but we would also like to see some other features. And we get the lowest paying premium symbol here as you can see here, it turns them into, they're sticky here for the duration of, until we connect with them basically. So the more the merrier. And we get them here. And worth mentioning is when you get these sticky respins, it's not really respins in that sense, because we do actually pay with a free spin per respin. So if that makes sense, I hope it does. As you can see, the counter goes down even though we have this feature running. And that also goes with the base game. Should you get this feature in the base game, you will pay money for these respins. I guess we all know that from the infamous Razor Shark with the seaweed. You will still pay for this while they are dropping down. And this is quite similar. But this far, this bonus has not really been too given, outside of the re-trigger reason. Okay, we managed to get these, I keep saying respin, but the sticky spins with the absolute best symbol, the golden temple. So now we are looking to capitalize on our forced bonus in demo version. Hopefully we will manage to connect something before the bonus is over. However, this will carry over to the base game should we not manage to get it in the last 3 spins we have here. But I'm suspecting we'll get one on either the first wheel. Okay, we didn't get, they're not connecting as far as I know, they're not. So if we don't, okay, we don't connect here, and the bonus will show as, yes, we won 16 times the bet, which is mediocre to bad, I'd say. But now you can see we have the option here to press normal base game spin, and it will spin with the bonus feature in it. So I think that's pretty cool though. Should we get this unlucky, we're not just gonna leave this potential behind, but we're actually gonna have the chance. Okay, so we do manage to connect with a couple lines here, and this is the best symbol, so this will pay a little bit at least. I'm clicking here because of impatience. 48 times the bet is what we managed to get here. But I mean, why not just take one more chance at the very hard to get bonus in this demo version? And that was me being ironic, by the way. And we get the free spins again. Very, very promising, hopefully. Or not promising, but I'd say I hope we will get something out of this, because I would of course like to showcase some of the very decent potential in this game. Especially comes with the 10x multiplier, which is dancing around down here without us hitting it. And again, we get the lowest paying premium symbol as a sticky respin feature. I'm quick spinning a bit here because I obviously would like to see something different than just this symbol. So if you hear my mouse clicking, that's because of me being impatient. We landed again, and this time we get the second lowest paying premium symbol, the Native American, with the kind of Robin from Batman, not glass but mask he's kind of wearing. It's a bit weird. And we keep on respinning here, respinning. However, we are not able to connect with anything in this bonus either. And therefore we will have this transferred to the base game. I keep repeating myself, but this is basically what's happening. Let's give it one more chance while we're in this roll of getting, I mean basically a streak of getting free spins at this point. It's not even fair. And hopefully this time around we'll get to see the 10x hit once, because that is, in my opinion, from playing this game some time now, this is where the potential lies in terms of winning X your bet if you get the 10x. And should you manage to get the 10x more than once, it will become 20x and so on. It will not do 10x times 10x, so 100x that is. We do manage to get the 10x here, and this is basically, as it says here, applying to your next win. So we could get 3 10s here in a line, and yeah, basically use our 10 euro bet right now on almost nothing. But now we do have something interesting coming up, hopefully. This is not pre-recorded, so this is live. As live as it gets, basically. But hopefully we do manage to connect with something here, because with the 10x multiplier, there's definitely potential. But I would like to see this happening before the bonus ends, so we potentially can get something more out of this, but so far we are really not landing this. I'm not even going to comment on what the symbol is, because I have no idea. So yes, we do, it's a 10x bet, but then we get to the mega win. So that's 100x your bet size, which is really good for only this few symbols. So now I believe we've seen what this game is pretty much all about. Outside of getting the false bonus, invalid user token not authorized. And I keep getting this message. Okay, that's unexpected, but we'll take it, of course. We appreciate invalid tokens, as many as we can get. But now that I've shown you this, the pay table and the base game, and also a few bonuses with a fairly decent win, we are looking forward to playing this game as we are with every game that we are reviewing. And this is from Red Tiger in collaboration with one of their providers, R7, on Aztec Spins, released 28th of May. And we are looking forward to streaming this on Casino Daddy, both on Twitch and YouTube. And as I mention every time I do this, and I will keep mentioning this, we are promoting gambling and slots, and therefore it is very important to set limits. Do not exceed these limits, and please play responsibly. Thank you.